Hello, Hello, subscribers. It's me again, and I'm here with a new video and a new idea. I've been doing a few chart videos. Did LL Head and Shoulders and the AMD historical support chart about 3 weeks ago. So I was thinking that I would let's mute this. I was thinking that I might be able to go over the old videos, see what was said, and then talk about how the idea played out. I'm not exactly sure about the best way of doing that. I might, yes, I don't have a pro account here, so I'm only allowed to have 5 charts saved at one point, so I can't be following more than 5 charts, which is sort of unfortunate since I'm watching these. But I'd also like to watch like LL still, and I'd also like to watch AMD, because those are the 2 videos that I made 3 weeks ago. Anyway, like this bottom lower indicator here, it's actually I just modified the RSI script and just added another plot, which is just the moving average of the RSI. So it's sort of an interesting signal line, you could call it. You could look for like strong crosses as indicators, or even touches. Let's see, it touches there, but it doesn't break through. And so you have to wait for that confirmation. Like this, see, it goes down. Would have been a good time to sell. Anyway, I'm still messing with it. I could do some statistical analysis where we actually trade using this methodology on old data to see how well it does. Anyway, let's see. LL, anyway, you see it. It went down. Look at that. So, where was the head and shoulders I was talking about? This is a daily chart. So it's actually zoomed in all the way over here. It went down. Like it went down before, but then it went down again. Let's see, it gapped down on earnings. Yeah, estimate was 15 cents and negative 30 cents, or 29 cents was the actual earnings per share. So it went down about 20% that day, at open. Let's see, price range closed here. Yep, 19.8% approximately. Anyway, I would not go long in this at the moment. If I had been trading common stock with like a tight, with a stop, I wouldn't have lost money on this trade. I would have actually made some money because I had called the bottom right around here. Yeah, it was right around here-ish, I believe. So I would have had up here to take some percentages, but I didn't do that, so let's not talk about hypotheticals. Hypothetically, I'm a really good trader. Right? Yeah, so yeah, lost money on a couple call options, but as soon as it gapped down, I got out on this, the second, not on the daily, but let's look at the hourly. Yeah, right around here. Or actually, it's probably in this first one. I didn't get out here. I was watching it since the morning, but I got out like right around here just because it did bounce. I didn't expect it to bounce that much higher. But then I gapped down once again. Look at that. But I hadn't been following it, so. So that's LL. Oh yeah, I guess anyway the head and shoulders did not complete, so if you're trading off my chart, you wouldn't have entered a position anyway. So, congratulations if you listen to what I said. Or you'd have to break the neckline, right? I said you right here, go up, break the neckline, and then you would enter a long position. Or I was seeing it go all the way down to here, bounce, break the neckline, and that's when you entered the long position. But nope, pattern did not complete. Freaking earnings, it choked on itself. And that's that trade in that chart. So that's a closed deal. AMD, haven't been following closely. Oh, pause that. Man, I'm annoying. Jeez. Let's see, speed too. So the 20 days have already played out. Let's see if we can open that up. AMD. And I said it was just, oh cool. My lines are still there. Or some lines that were, so yeah, I said that they were getting a, I was on a daily chart, yeah. So there's going to be support there. And it could go either way. If there's no support, just break through. But it's just been sort of trading sideways ever since I hit the support. It has moved up though. Like here, let's see. I was measuring the movement. And you could have got a nice 6% if you wanted to take there. So it's not bad, you know. If you think about it, if you consistently make like 6% trades, 10% trades, and not worry about being greedy, you know, it's like, oh, I'm happy I was able to see like momentum build here. And I took like a 13% trade because, like, you know, right there, so you got in there. You can 8% trade. It goes up here, you have your trailing stop or whatever, and you get exit over here. Maybe you end up with 10%. I don't know, see? That's how you set up your trades. That's why this this tool, where is it? Yeah, like this long position tool, really nice. You'd say, I'm willing to risk losing 2% of my money in order to hold on for dear life and try to get to 10% with this trade, you know? And then once I get there, I can choose to reset up another position, where I can be like, okay, do I want to try and get higher and move my stop up here, you know? Is it hitting resistance and I want to sell immediately and go produce a short position? Just the same tool but flipped upside down. So you can say I'm risking, you know, a little bit to get a little bit more. And if you can just make these trades complete more often than not, then you're doing really good. But you can get away with, if it's like, you know, if you're getting a 4.5 risk to reward ratio, you can do that a few times before you're, you know, out of the game. Yeah, there's even mathematics for determining how much you should bet. I wonder if they have, like, is that when I was reading about it myself, they say that the yeah, there's just a lot of different methods. I guess you can just read up on it. That's the thing, you know. Get addicted to learning, guys. You figure anything out. Perhaps, maybe. But if you don't get bored with it too fast, sorry. Anyway. So both the charts, like, I didn't really say much with AMD one, I don't think. Wait, AMD trading view. Ideas. My ideas. Ideas published, I meant. Oh yeah, Fontis is on TradingView now. Overnight sensation. The guy knows how to create hype. I don't know how, like, I don't know if he's lucky or if he's like figured out how to like just make himself famous. He's like, guys, let's pump and dump these crypto. I guess, you know, if you make people money. The follower. Anyway, let's see if we can make ourselves some money, guys. This chart completed well. Here we go. AMD. Yeah, I just said it was finding historical support, that's all. Yeah, it won't market long. And then I said I would wait for it to go actually quite a bit higher before even considering going long. Yeah, it's only gone up a tiny bit. And talked about Fibonacci support. Oh no, I don't. Damn. Where did I see that? Whatever. Anyway, sorry guys. Let's move on. Let's move on at a clip. At a clip. At a clip. Is that it? Is that all I really wanted to talk about? What about my new charts, huh? Do I have any like polished charts? Because I have my published ones. Like the ones that I said did really well. This one's new. This one's new but terrible. Okay. So that was the last one I did, was the inverse head and shoulders. I guess here we go. Just play it here. Dingus. So it did this. I was expecting. Oh, I wasn't really expecting anything, but you know, if this completed, it was trying. But then it went the wrong direction. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's that. So that's a sad thing about that is, like, even if you did have, say, a stop set up here, you know, or here, if you had a long position, it gapped down. There was no buyers in all this in this zone of pricing. Anyway, on to the next chart. Triple resistance, daily chart, BBEP oil stock, $6 approximately. I think it's around, it says 610 right now, but it traded at 633 in after hours recently. So I said we had three resistances here. 618 retracement, it's this. It's 676. We have the 100-day moving average, which is the cyan line, and we have the 382 fan line, just like that. So I actually set up a short position, defined risk trade. I risked 2.84%, which is a 19-cent move in the wrong direction, and I have a target set out at 64 cents away, 9.55% gain if I win this bet. Oh, how cool. It touched my bet. It actually went down pretty far. It actually touched the half retracement, or not retracement, resistance fan, Fibonacci fan, price fan, I don't know what they call it. I'm not an expert at it yet. I just use them as support and resistance lines mainly. I don't quite understand why they call them price and resistance fans yet. Anyway, that would have been a nice trade, guys, huh? Pretty cool calling at the top there. It's a cool one, huh? Hey, it worked once. Let's see. Oh, this is a monthly, so this will take a while. Yeah, this is a question mark. I did not mark it long or short. This guy wants a sell signal, but it's not really a trade setup. I'm just saying that the RSI needs a rest because right here where my mouse is, that's 70, and that's normally the overbought zone. So it doesn't stay above 70 very long, the RSI oscillator. But right now it's been up a long time. Ever since it actually, let's see, ever since 2 years ago, it hasn't re-entered. Actually, it may have just a little bit earlier this year in April, but that may be an indicator, you know, saying like, hey, we're slowing down. Hey, we're slowing down. You know, like something like this is probably gonna happen pretty soon. At least that's the way I see it. You know, like I pointed out these two little bounces here. That's a good indicator to have purchased at that point, actually. Like this orange line at 52 is acting as a very nice support. So you can create like these zones here. See how I have a green box here? And that's going to be bullish, like pretty much that whole zone above this line. And as this line is acting as resistance here at the bottom, it creates a bearish zone. So like right here, it starts as sort of a bearish zone. That actually looks pretty flat to me, you know, more flat than bearish. Yeah, it really hasn't gone fully bearish, like, for very long. Maybe if you draw a line right under here, then like this area, it's not very much bearishness here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, maybe if we drew a line at about 40 and looked at when RSI dips below that, that's when you can sort of start seeing where the bear trend will begin, and when it crosses back over, when the approximate area is when it's over. So yeah, this is a monthly chart. So this is all the way back in 1996, where you see this beginning, when it was only 20 bucks or $30. Right now trading at approximately $200, 193.01. So I don't know, maybe this guy got a little scared. I would be scared. Well, meaning if I was long, I'd be like, that may mean something. You may be onto something there. There's definitely like resistance here, and then the cross down over 70 I marked here and here, like shortly after each one of those cross downs, we had a downward movement. Like it even crossed right here, and we had a small downward movement. Like I could see it go up again, because that could be it. You know, it could literally just bounce right off of that 70 mark, like maybe like right here. See, it went down for a little bit. It's gonna be that little dip, and it goes back up. You know, and then you'll have another peak here for this this RSI channel. And zoom in, so we get another peak right here. That could happen, and it'll be like wee. But that's a risk you take. You really don't know. You just sort of say, okay, I see this, and it makes me feel like it has the possibility of going down, you know. And if it does go down through here, we're looking at a pretty good sized move. You might be able to get maybe even 20% out of it if you're willing to hold shares short for that long. But like I said to this guy, that there's fees associated with, you know, holding shares short, and I don't know if it's a good idea to trade off of monthly chart doing that. You could definitely go long with common stock easily that way, you know, but short, you're borrowing shares, you know, so that incurs fees. Ba-ba-ba. Oh yeah, here's my fail chart. So I'd set up my risk and reward. Not too good of a risk and reward, I have to admit. Like losing 6%, that's painful, and I lost even more because I was working with put options. But yeah, check it out. Just almost immediately, just kept it going up. Now, what were the thoughts? Okay. The main thing I was looking at was this resistance line here. Back in 2011, it touched and went down. Back in 2006, it touched, broke through actually quite a bit. to all the way up to about 49 before it went back down, but I was hoping. That was probably the silliness, just silliness. But you know, it's defined risk, so you can't get too mad at yourself. I guess you could get mad if you got out, like when I did, and the next day it's just like, I'm done. I'm just like, I'm finished. And it goes down all the way to 34, and you're like, yay! But you sold your position, so you're like, no! I took such a big loss, and it went down the next day. Yep, anyway. Those are the feelings a trader goes through as their job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Tesla chart. Let's check that one out. Look at that. I had no idea. But I just said like, oh, it's touching this Fibonacci line right here. It's a down impulse off of the Elliott wave. I don't know Elliott wave trading that well though. But so far, it's looking good. It's completing the A to B wave. And the Elliott wave doesn't do time, so I could have drawn B here. Could have drawn B all the way over here. But as long as it, you know, goes up again. At some point, I was even saying I could go all the way down to here before it retraced up. But it decided to do it even sooner. It's very popular right now. I may even have to buy the next dip, meaning one of these nice monthly dips. I don't mean hourly or anything. I think we may be running out of steam very soon. But good luck, my friends. Doing pretty good so far. OA, when I was doing Elliott analysis for the first time, messing around, not very good. So resistance line, or support line, it's a pretty good job. Does a good job of resistance here too. And here we have another support formed. That's the interesting thing about looking at young stocks, young charts, is there's not much history to go off of. Like back here, there wasn't any real, well, actually that wick there showed that some people were very interested in selling. Almost brought it down to the open of the previous 4 hours. Anyway, I'm not really following this very closely anymore. But yeah, it seems like it's sort of petering out. Or it could be winding up. That's another way of looking at it. If you trade Bollinger Bands, those bands will be tight. All the B bands are tightening, they say. They're tightening. It's just like a spring winding up, about to explode. Anyway, that's that. I'll let you guys go. This was probably a long video. Yeah, 23 minutes. I'll just do it. See how it goes. If you enjoy these videos, upvote, like, comment, subscribe, and all those other fun things. Peace.